Harrison Christian last updated 5 o'clock, April 15, 2018. Jentezen Franklin is an evangelical advisor to Donald Trump. An evangelical advisor to Donald Trump is among a delegation of celebrity pastors from American megachurches coming to Auckland. The Life Conference 2018's lineup of speakers includes Pastor Jentezen Franklin, a member of the Evangelical Advisory Council, which has direct access to the White House. It was formed during Trump's presidential campaign and, unlike business advisory councils that disbanded over his response to white supremacist demonstrations in Charlottesville, has stayed relatively intact. Franklin has publicly criticized Trump over gaffes he's made as president. Franklin has publicly criticized the president during his time on the board, including when Trump reportedly called nations like Haiti and El Salvador whole countries. Read more. Auckland Council to do land swap with church to make way for rail project. America's evangelicals are facing scandals. U.S. President Donald Trump's godly side touted in new book. Another keynote speaker at the conference is Miami-based pastor Rich Wilkerson Jr., who was the celebrant at the 2014 wedding of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Life Church spokesman Phil Irons said up to 5,000 people were expected to attend the conference at the Vodafone Events Center from April 24 to 27. This year it had been expanded to include both a youth and kids conference. Life Church is set to move from its long-term base on Mount Eden Road to a new digs at Normanby Road at the end of the year. These speakers have all been to Life previously and are great friends of the church and of senior pastors Paul and Marie DeYoung. Irons said of the lineup, Pastor Jentezen is a New York Times best-selling author and speaks at conferences worldwide. Franklin was not available for an interview. Tickets to the conference were $195 for an adult, or $400 for a family pass. The event's website said it would be centered around the theme of overcoming. Our prayer is that each individual, couple and family that attend will be ministered to and equipped to live an overcoming life, empowered to achieve what God has called them to. Life Church, originally Christian Life Center, was founded by Kiwi pastors Paul and Marie DeYoung almost 30 years ago. It has sites in Mount Eden, South Auckland, Albany and Melbourne. It's also building a new church on Normanby Road, Mount Eden, after doing a land swap with council, the old premises on Mount Eden Road falling in the way of the City Rail Link project. The new digs will include a 1,750-seat auditorium and a 300-seat conference room. The 2-year construction project is due to be finished in December. Despite being embroiled in numerous scandals involving a Playboy playmate and a star, Trump has been extremely popular with evangelical voters in the United States for his strong anti-abortion stance. Sunday start times. Do you know where your clothes are being made? Live wires are still dropping from a dangerously broken power pole a week after a massive storm hit Auckland. A resident wants answers. Auckland Council's new service advised beaches were polluted, but some still went in for a dip that would make them horribly sick. Minister praises apartment block using proximity to light rail as a selling point, only to have real estate agents axe the ad. Portable gas heaters could be outlawed in rentals as part of potential minimum heating standards. More complaints of damage to cars flow in after poor resealing of roads. Now Rocket Lab has broken the space barrier. It could soon be launching twice a month. It's now illegal to be a roadside windscreen washer, but that's not stopping them doing it. Chinook salmon in New Zealand descend from those on tribal land in California. Now they could return to save a dying species. EQC Minister Megan Wood says the issue is potentially a very large liability to the Crown. Businesses appreciate City Council efforts to improve Edgware Village, but believe restricting access is the wrong way to do it. Woman seriously hurt in collision on State Highway 1 north of Christchurch. Inspectors said it could catch dust which could fall into drinks. The fight lasted 2 years. Auckland University asked to partially refund money charged over media OIA request. Hamilton City took a dip, but other Waikato towns' prices hold steady. Ways to solve water issues at popular Cambridge Public Reserve too costly. This development has significant failings, and we have to act cautiously with the safety of these families in mind, says Tauranga City Council Chief Executive Gary Poole. Around $500,000 has been ticked up by ratepayers for the failed Tauranga development so far. Te Reo signage solution on the horizon, says Rotorua Mayor Steve Chadwick. An abandoned Tauranga bowling club is now an unofficial homeless hotel. One group's asking why it can't be made official. Boxing coach Jacob Rapiro will have to keep his dyed beard for 6 weeks after a record Commonwealth medal haul. All she wanted was a pie and to go home and sleep. Have you heard the one about the strawberry water espresso? He claimed to be looking for a public toilet. Somehow he ended up skidding his car meters from playing children. Schoolboy rugby, Auckland Grammar run away with win in the wind. 2 men died less than a kilometer from their destination in bad weather. Opinion: the case for Maori wards is about respecting our treaty partners. Education Minister says Boys High not the only school raising worries about NCEA Level 1. With bikes primed and costumes at the ready, a big weekend of mountain biking is back at Kaiteriteri. House hunters struggle as prices soar and the number of rentals fall. A new bus terminal for Nelson is being investigated as the public calls for a better bus service. A husband told an inquest about seeing his wife lying at the side of a Nelson road after being struck by a motorcycle. Members set up bogus email account to attack presidential candidate in underhanded attempt to swing election. She was worried clients would spot her ankle bracelet at property inspections, but the judge wasn't swayed. He had been drinking tequila, bourbon and beer since 8 a.m., and then argued with his partner. He pushed a guard out of the way and knocked the man unconscious with a hook. Piecing together what happened aboard burned-out Korean fishing vessel could take 18 months. Members set up bogus email account to attack candidate in attempt to swing election. Fish and Game boss wants authorities to limit tourism in the South Island High Country. Waimate ratepayers facing significant rates increases to fund urgent upgrades. Southland Sharks selection could be just a tournament away for a South Otago basketballer. Free sites means campers will flock to Cletha and be crapping everywhere, a businessman claims. A Balclutha Wahine survivor shed some tears at the 50-year Wahine anniversary memorial. Balclutha police are seeking the public's help in an ongoing inquiry. Southland will be the first region in the country to get a new prototype fire station being rolled out by Fire and Emergency New Zealand. I'll keep driving until I can't physically do it, Speedway driver Steve Dryden says. An Invercargill judge is hoping to see fewer multiple driving offences in court with the introduction of a new program. Environment Southland is proposing rates hikes of 8.8% next year and 8.3% the following year.